guys, we did it. Fantastic Fest. Very exciting. The Doom Patrol was in the house. Overall, what'd you guys think?
Patience, you first.
Well, this was my first Fantastic Fest, so I didn't really know what to expect exactly other than utter exhaustion. Like, literally, I don't know how some of these people do it. They get up at like 9 o'clock in the morning and they go to the flipping movies and they're at the movies all day long. And then they go home at 2 o'clock in the morning and do it again.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. I mean, I'm old. I don't even bother with the 5 movies a day.
It was a good year. The vibe was a little different this year for sure because of, stuff in the background. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it felt like it was business as usual for the most part. I mean,
it was very supportive. The crowd, despite the issues that you've probably heard about, but lots of people have talked about it more eloquently than we would, was very supportive. Everyone was a very open environment. Everybody was communicating about said issues, and I felt like it ended up being a really positive thing for everyone involved, for sure. And on top of that, there's all the usual array of various parties and just plain weird shit that happens. Like, did y'all see the Scottish zombie walk that happened spontaneously?
Yeah, there was a group of just zombies and some of them were wearing kilts, and it was hilarious. It was for Anna and the Apocalypse, which was one of my favorite movies of the festival. And yes, there's just so many weird little nuanced things that you're just like, holy crap, am I actually seeing this right now?
Yeah.
Is that the cast of Monster Squad standing over there?
So also there was, of course, the pajama party, the big thing there, which was kind of goofy. Almost nobody actually wore pajamas.
I did not wear pajamas.
A lot of people did, though. And the one part that was really funny is they had a bunch of like broken pillows, like down pillows they had given everyone. So there was this massive pillow fight in the highball, which is the bar attached to it. So there's just feathers flying freaking everywhere.
One of my favorite parties was the nerd rap, where all of these nerds, they just get up on stage and they freestyle rap about nerd subjects. But seeing like these like amazing like rap performances about like Mario and
it's so relevant.
I mean, it was such a cool thing. It was just like, it was hilarious to me.
Yeah, I got to go to the debates. That was fun. The first fight was, or argument I should say, was Udo Kerr against one of the hosts of Fantastic Fest. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's funny as hell. And the argument was, is Christopher Lee the best Dracula ever?
Ephraim.
It was Ephraim, yeah, that's right, yeah. And it was like, is Christopher Lee the best one ever? Udo Kerr had to defend it because he also played Dracula a couple of times. He's been in a lot of it. It was hilarious. And at the end, I'm like, shit, are they really going to fight? I mean, Udo Kerr's up there in age, but they pulled some Game of Thrones shit out, and they have like proxies.
They both picked.
They picked their own champions, and it was great.
Now we went to Fantastic Feud, which I try to never miss. It's basically their version of Family Feud, but with like very genre-oriented questions that definitely tend towards horror. It's not all horror, but it's a lot of horror.
Loser.
She's still upset at me because there's like 2 random people from the audience come up, and they were literally just doing a thing to show the other contestants who were up there how the system worked of hitting the buzzer in time. And it was one of those, did we start already? What just happened? I didn't realize that we had started, and so I lost. But the funny part is it was just they couldn't see us with the lights all on them, but they picked me and Cargill to come up. And so we both come up and they're like, holy crap, those guys used to be roommates. So we kind of showed off a bit. We were like doing the nose to nose, staring at each other like wrestling thing.
Let's talk about the closing night party for a minute, which was literally my favorite thing the whole entire week.
And I've been telling you the whole time, just wait and save your energy up for the last night, because the closing party is going to be like off the hook. It's going to be great.
It was. I mean, we were doing shots of Maker's Mark, and there were like
some of us forced to drink shots by Chris.
I've never done that to anyone before.
I want to take a drink, and here's a shot and a drink.
Yeah, okay. Like, wait a minute. And then 10 minutes later, here's another shot.
Here's a shot. Yeah.
So I ended up hanging out so I talked about Barbara Crampton being my highlight. I literally got a 30-minute pep talk from Courtney Gaines, and I literally was like, this is my life right now. I'm getting a pep talk about following my dreams from Courtney Gaines, who played Malachi in Children of the Corn. It was literally the best thing ever.
One of my highlights was I was outside and went up just to say hi to Cargill, and he's like, oh hey, let me introduce you to this guy. And it was the guy who's the director of World of Tomorrow, which is like who won probably the best animated short film ever made, and he was there promoting World of Tomorrow 2, which I never was able to see, unfortunately, but I presume is coming out shortly. But I was super excited, so excited I had to text my wife right off the bat and be like, hey, by the way, I'm talking to one of your favorite creators in history. And she's like, I hate you. Overall, I think a great experience, a great Fantastic Fest. As
I'm
usual,
going back.
Yeah, that was the 13th Fantastic Fest, so of course something went wrong with the whole behind the scenes.
That is true. Didn't think about that. The
Yeah.
Unlucky 13. Yeah.
Yeah, so next year is bound to be the best one ever. Because 14 is lucky, right? I think 14 lucky.
don't know.
Maybe in some cultures, probably.
I don't know.
But I loved it. Great time.